welcome along and welcome back to Silverrun Forest. You might have noticed we're missing the bed off the back of our truck as we're heading down to the shop. That's because after our conversation last time about one of the ways that we can improve things around here was the possibility of having a flatbed. Well, wouldn't you know, it seems that the sales gods have listened to me and there's something waiting for us down at the shop. But we've got lots of other things to do today as well. So our main objective today is going to be getting a whole load of 6-meter logs cut and transported down to the two containers that we purchased last time. So once we got this truck bed sorted, we're going to go and get that sorted as well. First, look at this beauty. It is a crew cabin version, so it will fit on on the back of our truck. It has got a few upgrades already, so it's got the wides on it. We only need the standard because of our setup. Not that that will save us anything, unfortunately. No silver, no special editions, configuration. I could put the service rack on it, but it reduces our space, so we'll remove that. Side rails, we won't do, I don't think. And main color, if we put it in the olive new age, that works really well as well. License plate, we set to Zach B to match the actual, to match the main truck. So, also, I'm going to set that to the black. Okay. And, yeah, that will do us. Oh, we actually need to add it on. There we go. Right. And let's buy that 7,254. Over 50% off is going to make a big difference to how well we can do things around our farm. We've got 26,000. We are still saving up for that 300,000 worth of factories. But we can work our way through those as they become available. A little bit further back. Oh, yeah. Do it along that edge there. That makes things easier. And yeah, this is going to mean that we can transport a whole lot more with this, especially when our Unimog is being used for things like running the yarder, as it is now. Before we continue, this video is brought to you in partnership with the awesome people at Apex Gaming PCs. I've teamed up with Apex Gaming PCs to create my own custom line of PCs suitable for everybody from beginner farmers to virtual farming experts. Apex Gaming PCs are offering up to $250 off your next purchase just by using my link in the description below. So go check them out. I don't know if this will give us the chance to use our truck trailers on it as well. It might do, because it does have the 5th wheel, and it is sort of low enough compared to our truck, I think, or to our lorry. Just have a look. Will this get underneath any of these and hook them up? I think it's about as powerful as our truck is. So that would be quite something. It would make this much more... okay, no. There is a way to raise and lower this, but I don't think it's going to fit under that. I think we'd need a gooseneck trailer to fully take advantage of this. But this does mean that this truck is now a whole lot more versatile and going to be a lot easier for us to transport stuff around when we need to, which is perfect. Next thing we need to do is probably unload one of these, see if we can get it into a position where the yarder can just load stuff down. We'll bring this round here like this. And, oh, do I need to, I think I need to open this on the, no, we can't open it on this, so we need to open it at the back here. So we'll get this off first. Let's lift in, so in with that and off. I do like how well these work. They work so well. And then I'm going to try and get it under my yarder line. So that would be about there-ish, I think. A little bit further. Right, so the idea is We bring stuff down on the yarder, and we bring it down. Yeah, that's close enough. In a place that we can just drop it straight to the back of this. And then we shouldn't have to do any kind of maneuvering with our piece of kit here with our wheel loader. So, yeah, we'll see how well this works. Let's head up the top of the hill and start cutting some trees. Someone was asking last time why this was bouncing around so much. And, yeah, it was simply because we got a piece of wood stuck under the rear of it. And it ended up just making it wobble a lot. It stopped doing it now, which is good. But yeah, that's why that was happening. We want to go and grab some trees. Have we got anything attached to this one? No, we don't. So let's get this and cut. And yeah, we're going to do all of these at 6 meters. We should be able to load trees in with that fairly well. We'll cut 3 trees down to start. We'll see how far that goes with them. But yeah, I think we might make a decent amount of cash off these logs today. And in doing so, we'll get ourselves closer to buying one of our factories. And the more factories we buy, the more money we can make off of our the roller coaster in getting stuff delivered to it. So very much wanting to get that stuff done. Right, there we go. There's a few trees cut. We're going to have to get the stump grinder up here soon as well, because I think our Volvo is going to have issues getting places in a bit. Our first tree, though, is nice and close. So open up that. Out with that. Spin our head. And down. Cut. No, a bit further forward. Cut. There we go. And then should be able to spin this round and going reverse with this can be a little bit tricky when you're trying to. It's a bit like trying to rub your tummy and pat your head, trying to turn this and steer it the opposite way at the same time. Right, just double check that we're cutting at 6 meters. Yes, we are. So cut. And nicely under. In fact, look, there's the wobble again. We get trees near the Unimog, and the Unimog just starts to wobble. That is hilarious. One of the things I think I really regret doing on this series is not keeping that original... not keeping the original little skid steer we had on here, that little Kubota one. It's a really useful piece of kit. It would have been very, very useful to have that up here while keeping the teleskids down the bottom. And I'm thinking of investigating the price of leasing it again and seeing if we can't make a really useful use of it again. Really useful use. That is horrible English, but you know what I mean. Basically, it would be very useful to have that on here, and useful to us in getting rid of stumps. And actually, we could then also just cut trees in situ, pick them up with a grab on the front of it, and use it that way. Would make a massive difference, because this is not the easiest way to do this. I'm becoming very, very aware of that the more that we do this on here. Trying to move stuff about with this excavator be much easier to just use the excavator to process stuff and then move stuff about. So yeah, I'm very much considering that. I think that would make our lives much easier, and I think it would do it down the bottom. I think it would do it everywhere where we're looking to use stuff around here. So what do you guys think? Do you think that that's a good plan? I'm pre-recording these quite a way in advance, so it's very possible I might just go ahead with it, but I'm always intrigued as to what you guys think. And I always check those comments out. I think lots of you at the time did comment and say you should have kept the little one as well as getting, kept the Kubota as well as getting the JCB. And yeah, I'm beginning to think you guys are very wise and very right. I've lost the last tree, and it's because it's in here under all these bushes. So we're going to have to get the excavator into here and try and pull it out. This is not something that would have been sorted by the Kubota. Right, let's turn the head. I think I'm going to go in cab. Turn the head right round. Like so. And then do that. Down and in. Will that get it? Oh, no, no. Where are you going? I think we overstretched. I think we, yeah. Because we're going downhill. Ah, and speaking of going downhill, that's exactly where my tree has just gone. Add a little bit more. We want to turn that head a little bit more. Will that get it? Yep, that's got it. Right. Let's back this out of here and see if we can't do that. I think I'm doing exactly what I feared would be happening. Oh no, it's a rock this time. And that's why we fell forward, because we ended up on a rock. Now we just need to navigate around these stumps to try and get this into the right position. Bring it around here. Yeah. It's much more of a mishmash of logs this time. But this one actually has gone a bit better. I think a flatter area up the top here, though, would have been useful to start with. Let's lift this up and see if we can't get this onto the pile with everything else. And then we can start getting these down and see if our setup is actually going to work with these containers. Because if it does, this is going to be a really good way for us to get a decent amount of money fairly quickly. So, first 3 trees. Let's have a look at the weight of these. 6, 8, 1, 4. Yeah, we should be able to do all these. So that, and that. Perfect. Lift them up. And yeah, look at it go. Our Unimog is boogieing again. Let's take them down to the bottom. So the idea is going to be to try and get these to lay down in such a way that they will just instantly go into here. So down. Little bit of a swing on. They'll either swing into it or drag them in. Okay. Ha! Of course that didn't work. Right. Start this up. Yeah, I was hoping not to be using this, but because I dumped them on the end of it, it's not worked. So all I'm going to do is try and nudge them off the end instead. If we can't just turn this in such a way that, yeah, there we go. There's one in. So this will work. This absolutely will work. Just got to be careful with how I do it. Right, there we go. And then back off. That's 2 and 3. There we go. So yeah, it will work. I just need to be a little bit more careful with the bottom end of it. So let's try this again. Go with that one and that one. That one. Pull them up. And back down to the bottom. My plan this time is to get them so they're lowered far enough down that they end up not leaning against the top. Bring it down. Yep. And I want you to come this way, please. Come this way. There we go. Whoa, too far. Yeah, this is going to be tough. Though it shouldn't be out of the realm of possibility. Right, and bring it along. Come on. Drop them right down on the ground. And let go, please. Nope, they need moving along a little bit. Oh, I'm pretty much guessing that if I just nudge them, No, it really has to be right at the end of it. So we need to push them in and get them into place. Wow, that is a little bit finickier than I thought it would be, and therefore a little bit more difficult than I thought it would be. Again, not out of the realms of possibility for us to do fairly easily. But really? Come on. You can do it. That's got 1 in. 2 in. Oh, slightly less length. Yeah, the end bits are going to be slightly shorter. But it seems that it has to be right up to the end of it. So, I think we might put the log grab on this and just pick them up and move them each time as we drop them down. Won't have to move them far, just enough to get them into the container, but it is not as simple as just dropping them down in front of the container and them loading up. We are actually going to have to do a little bit of work with the wheel load. So I've been trying to practice a bit and see if I can actually get this to work. And I have actually managed to get 1 load to do it. So I'm just trying to work out where the best place for me to stand is. And then it's a case of bring it down this level here. Swing out. And swing back. I wonder if I can do it by getting the tips of this in. Ah. See, this is the thing. If it's slightly off, it won't quite work. Yeah. So, I'm just going to take it that way a little bit. And then this way a little bit. And try and swing the ends in. Yeah, it doesn't... That has, for some reason, it's swinging out to the side there a bit. So, N, down, and bring it back this way. There goes 1, and the other's dropped. And that's when you have to either pick it up again with it, or you just grab this and tease it along a little bit, and then it should go in like that. Nice and easy. So, yeah, we do need the wheel loader here, but this is filling up quite well. Currently... we've got 956 litres of wood in it. I think this will be our second to last collection of logs from this batch. I am trying to put the same stuff into, or the same type of wood into all of these. We've got 4 onto this. Fantastic. Yeah, we've got a few left. Well, we've got just 2 short pieces left, really, that I'm less worried about. I don't think we can grab those. So, yeah, let's get these going down to the bottom. And then, yeah, I think those are probably going to be a little too short for us to do anything with. Drop them down. They're swinging a bit wildly. I could get the bottom ends of them in. Don't know if that would work. Nope. It just caught on the ground and then it didn't work. Did work that way though. Wow. Okay. So if we can just lower them so that their tips are right on the right by the entrance to that, maybe without doing any wild swinging, it would work really well. I think that last one I can probably pick up by hand and put in. Yeah, it's a bit short and cause a little bit of problem. 15,000 litres. I think these can hold 20. So yeah, we need to go and cut some more trees. So we want some more of these lodgepole pines, and these 2 here will both do the trick. I'm gonna have to cut both of them going downhill though, which is a problem. So let's just bring this out. Get this cut here. I am thinking very much that I want to go and get something that's going to make this whole thing easier. Make everything, transporting all of these back to our yard easier than we're dealing with at the moment. Have I got any more lodgepole pine around here? Or am I heading down that way? These a couple of lodgepole pines over here. I think these might be, yep. What are you, 23 meters? 36 meters, yeah. We're going to have to take this one out first anyway. We've still got a few rocks and things in the way down here. Had it as close to the bottom as possible so that we can maximize what we're getting off them. But yeah, I think... Lower. I think that getting a little Kubota skid steer is going to be a really good idea. First tree. Spin round and drop that down like that and cut. And then, yeah, we just got to pull it all the way back, and it's just such a pain to get this to go exactly where I want it to. That's the biggest problem we have, is getting it to go exactly where I want it to, and not being able to immediately get rid of all these stumps as well. I'd like to go through, grind the stumps, and get everything back. And you see, you then get round like this, and well, that worked better than I expected. I did use the excavator a little bit, which I don't really want to be doing. But yeah, look at that. Tree comes round, tree gets cut, and we send the logs down to our yard to load it up into the container. It's going okay. I think 6 trees is basically going to be the sweet spot for this. We've got 7 in total, I think, with these 3. So yeah, it's we're going to definitely get 1 container full. We might end up continuing to work to get the second one done as well. Right, in for our second tree. We can move forward onto it. There we go. It didn't... Oh, I suppose the slope isn't quite so bad on this side. So it's not been quite so hard to... Or it's not had quite so far to fall. This is very annoying, though. I think we are on a stump, aren't we? Yeah. It goes slow, this. Very slow. But it does get it back eventually. Managed to get the last tree back. Whoa! But apparently it doesn't want to be cut. That is a little bit weird. And puts us in a quite a difficult position, actually, to get that out. I think I need to swing this round, swing that round the other way completely. Like that. And down. Right, let's see if we can reverse into here and grab this and pull it out. We're well under the cable. There we are. Right. And now lift it up, swing it out, and yeah, it's completely the wrong way around now, which is very, very annoying. We'll have to try and push it down the mountain, I think, and see if we can get it onto this pile that we've got here, like so. Right, and cut. Hopefully it won't lose grip on it this time. Nope, we're all good. So, yeah, that has got the rest of those 3 trees done. And we do need, I think, at this point, to find a better way of doing this. Because we're getting further away, we're getting more stumps up here, and I think that means we need a new piece of equipment. Let's get this back up here, though. And while the Unimog boogies away, we can get these loaded up. What we're going to try and do is position this over here. Let it stop swinging this time. See if we can't then get it to drop down here. Oh, it's the only issue I have is if I stand too close to the actual container, then it doesn't let me. That's the issue I have. Is that it gets that, it takes one of them, and then the other 3 just get missed. But if I was to take this then, and do that, I think we can basically just push these up against it. Nope, that isn't going to work. Oh, yeah. It kind of needs to get the ends of all of them in at the same time, or it doesn't work. It's great to get the first one in, but the rest just don't go in easy. And you've got to work it a little bit with this. It's a nice idea, but unless I could get this on its end, I don't think it's an idea that would work. Oh, and now I'm just lifting that. That might work to my advantage. Yeah, wrong length. And down, grab, and up. And that's got that one in. Yeah. I think we are laying them down on the ground in front of it and lifting them up with this is the easiest way to do it, because we don't then rely on them all falling into the same place. It's a little bit more time consuming and a little bit more requirements on our equipment side of things, but it is going to work out better for us in the long run. I think we need one more set of these to actually finish this off. So I'm going to grab these two here. We don't need a huge amount. So grab that one, and lift it up. And then that can head back down to the bottom. We'll send that back down there. So if I managed to get it to do what I wanted to do, which is basically swing the ends of these into the container. Let's see if we can do it again. Of course, I didn't do it on camera last time. Like that. There we go. That's exactly what I want to do. That's exactly how I want to load this up. And that's 21,700 liters. So that is that completed. Fantastic. That means we don't need to use the wheel loader if we can just get the swing right on the logs. I'm very, very happy with that. That is absolutely brilliant. Now, I have just checked something, and of course, the for sale gods, the shop gods, have done something which is both annoying and awesome at the same time. And I can't ignore it. After having said everything about the little Kubota skid steer and wanting something up the top that we can work with to move logs about and not have to drag things about. Whoa. Drag things about with our... That's not good. There we are. Oh, God. Oh, geez, that's not good at all. And drag things about with our skids, with our excavator. We have got an alternative. I need a bigger wheel loader to do this. 21 tons is too much for this wheel loader. And I'm going to have to very carefully try and get it onto the back of this trailer. Don't know how we're going to do the second one then. Right, there we go. Up it goes. Yeah. And on. That is not ideal at all. I should reposition that, I think. Yeah, there we go. Oh, okay. So, this has turned into being a little bit trickier now. But we do need to do the second one. But as I was saying, yeah, the sale gods have picked or have given us something. And I think we can't ignore it. We are going to have to pick it up. Get that off there and put it underneath our rope. Yeah. This wheel loader is great, but we now need to find a way to pick those up. Let me show you what I'm yammering on about. In the sales, this has come up. It is a Libra 622 Litronic. It'd be perfect for what we want. We've got various main colors. I'm thinking actually that maybe, or that. Actually, I like that. Forestry, yes, most definitely. Warning triangle, no. And yeah, we need to go and get a license. Where does it have a license plate? I don't think it has a license plate, actually. I can't see one on here, so I'll set that to... It says back only, but I think with the forestry setup, you don't actually get it. Oh, there it is. Right at the top up there. And yes, so we can put that on and do that. So I think this is going to be where we have to spend a bit of money. How many hours does it have on it? It's only got 12.5 hours on it. It is fairly worn down. So yeah, I'm going to buy that. I know it's spending a big amount of money that we're trying to save up. But I think we need something to be able to move all the logs and everything up the top more easily. So I'm going to put the black rims on the bottom. And yeah, let's go find someone from the Patron to put on the license plate. Congratulations to Gareth. You have been picked at random from the producer level patrons, and your name is going on the number plate. So hidden just up the back there somewhere. And yeah, let's get this purchased. So buy that. Yes, 32,000. Wow. Always something that comes along. Speaking of which, we don't have the money for that, but that Rotney tree harvester, that's pretty good as well. So what we also need to do for that, and of course we need a couple of bits now. I think that comes under front loaders. Actually, that comes under wheel loaders, I think. Yes, there we go. Yeah, there we are. So we're going to grab the manure fork. The manure fork is actually also a tree grabber, so we can grab that. I think the matte black looks fairly good. Actually, let's not do that. Let's go for it in the yellow and not cost anything extra. So we're going to buy that, and also want to buy for that one of these, a forestry mulcher M422. That's 6,000, so we are going to have to lease that with the forestry bit on the front. So lease that as well. So that will cost us 67 per day, and we'll go pick up all of that in a moment. I want to get rid of this, I think. Do we own that, or have we leased that? Let's have a look. Forestry equipment. No, we haven't leased that, so we can return it, in fact. Where are we? Mulchers. Or actually, forestry equipment, maybe. No. Ah, yes, we have leased it. I'm looking all over the place for it. Yeah, this is leased, so this needs to be returned as well, I think. We're not going to be using this mulcher anymore for much of anything, to be honest. So return that. Yes, we don't need that anymore. And I now need to find something flat enough, which isn't this trailer, to go and grab all that. I don't know if this is going to work on the back of our truck, but we will give it a go. So once again today, it seems the used equipment has come up trumps for us and given us stuff we really need. It's very odd. We haven't had this much of this kind of luck for quite a while. So I'm quite happy that we are getting this. Oh wow, this does look well used. But this is going to be an absolute game changer as far as getting stuff efficiently loaded up the top. Look at the size of this thing, though. I'm really hoping this all works on here, because if it doesn't, it's going to be quite horrible to get this back. So we'll tip that off onto our brand new flatbed. Not the first thing I thought this flatbed was going to be carrying. And then we'll get the mulcher onto the back of here and load it up. Why is that not connecting? Yeah, it should go on the front. So That's why it needs to be connected up manually. That's really cool, but now I've got a very slow piece of kit for some reason. This is never going to fit on this trailer. Nope, it isn't. So, looks like we're heading down the road with this. And what I'm going to do then, because it's metal on the road, that's not good. What I'm going to do is put that down. We will put the mulcher on the trailer, strap that down, and then we'll take this back up. It's got a number plate, so it does seem to be able to go on the road, but we need to drive it back ourselves and get that going. So there we go. That into there. Oh, no, we'll be into there in a moment. Yeah, get that better onto there. Like so. Disconnect and disconnect. And then strap it down. And this lot can head back up the road and head back up to our farm. Or head back up to our logging operation. So yeah, we are going to be using this piece of kit next time to hopefully make things a little bit more efficient and fill up that second container. For now though, all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, drop us a comment and give it a share. Special thanks to all my patrons and channel members. Your support is invaluable in making these videos and helping the channel to grow. For more from Virtual Farmer, check out the links below, follow on Twitch to watch live, and for more videos, subscribe and ring that bell. I will see you next time. Goodbye.